Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class. Today's energies are amazing for doing anything that requires focus, mental capacity, intellect, understanding, and of course, if you listen to your intuition as well and you manage to have both in sync, well, heart-mind coherence, then it could only work fantastically, and you'll notice that you are really in flow and that you can complete tasks easily. So make sure you partner with your mind with your intuition and focus, go for it. Okay, so let's see what we're guided to do today to help our mind, because as you know, this is an energy field, and if we don't move, energies get stuck. And also it can lead to being overwhelmed or to feeling overwhelmed in your mind, mentally overwhelmed. Little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. Sit bones together, and then it's like a big fountain through your head, continuously flowing. We sink the ribs together, navel towards the spine, yeah. Knees and elbows relaxed, and we're good to go to start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. Therefore, you just have your arms hanging loosely by your sides, approximately in this line between your straight and diagonal abs, and your shoulder blades are parallel. So you just turn your arms loosely as far as you can, thinking palms forward, but don't force anything. This would be no good. So lengthening, little fingers towards your thumbs, and everything is long. Ribs together, and release. Okay, one more time, little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening everything, ribs together, and releasing. Okay, now as we're working our way around the arms, now we're doing it the other way around, palms facing the back, thumbs towards your little fingers, ribs together, and don't force it, just have it hanging loosely by your sides, and see how far you can go. Lengthening and releasing. And again, thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long, ribs together, and relaxing. Okay. Good. With that same muscle coordination, we go to the end of the mat, legs in here, and lowering, head down, just have everything hanging loosely, right? And of course, you can, anytime, if you don't think you've got to do this, you bend your knees and you put something underneath, like books, yoga blocks, a little chair, whatever you've got at hand, right? Okay, so don't worry. It's not required, it can be here, yes? And it could be totally not straight, fine. Okay, so from here, breathing in, on the out breath, sit bones towards your head, lengthening and releasing. Okay, and again, lengthen and release. I'm very happy if it doesn't show as much in your body. I'm just trying to show you what my thoughts, what the effect of my thoughts would be, right? Okay, good. So now we're repeating this, looking at your middle finger and having your arm floating into drawing a big circle, but the idea really is to lengthen your upper body and to turn it so your arm is only your reference, because we want to have our eyes in sync, being in sync with your arm, following it. So no overtaking. Okay, so breathing in, On the out breath, lengthening. Looking at my middle finger, I am lengthening here, and don't worry if you can't take it as far, lengthening. That's not the requirement. The requirement is lengthening and turning the body to program lengthening, that we always lengthen before turning, because we can program that into our body, and that's very helpful. If you ever suffered from lumbalgia, you know that. Okay, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening here, lengthening navel in. Okay, and one more time, lengthening, looking at the middle finger, turning, and navel in, lengthening, lowering, and just relax, and let the blood flow down. Okay, the next one, the stability exercise, is the last one of these 3 set exercises. Afterwards, I have no idea what comes up. So this is for your lower back and hips, and it does not only help you with stability in your body, meaning that it takes your upper body lifted a little bit away from your legs. That's the idea. It also creates stability in your life, because as we know, all is one, and it's from the creation and then showing up in physical form. So let's see, from here, you are in that same position, hips parallel, and your supporting leg. That's important. It can bend. You just have to watch out for your heel, which needs to be on the floor, not up. Okay, so that's really important. Okay, and apart from that, you bend the upper leg, lengthening your back, lengthening the leg, everything's long. And for as long as your thoughts of the center line and the 2 lines of your upper body being parallel, your thoughts make a difference, and also the lengthening of your legs, etc. You stay there. If it doesn't make any more difference, change legs. So if it takes longer on one side, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Just watch, okay, lengthen, feel, okay, is there any more space? And really I notice it here. Of course. That's where the contractions are. Lengthen. Still a little bit left. Working millimeters. Okay, so now we are repeating this, and you just think a little longer, and you can either then think the leg longer and see where you get at, or you could do it as I do it. Because of my current state, I need to do it a little dynamically. Lengthen. Again. Lengthening. And one more. And lengthening. Okay, and just bend. Let the blood flow back and change legs. Bending and lengthening and lengthening. Yeah, just watch out that you're not twisting your hips. Really parallel to the floor, and it's always the biggest possible circle that you can do. Lengthening and releasing. Wow. Okay, just check in with the body. Let's see where we are. Relaxing a little bit. Whatever you need, massaging the back, and just see if there's anywhere feeling any tension, pain, for example, could also be there. Maybe you want to give your legs a shake, your arms, 3-dimensional to not affect the shoulders, and also maybe little bits where you notice a little tension. I've always got it here, typically massage it, right? That's Chinese medicine's advice. And if you like my favorite one, this is the one. Head down, elbows closed. Keep your head down and just roll. You can also grab your ankles if you like to massage a little bit more your upper back. This is it's not necessary to lengthen your legs, but you can if you want to. Okay, yeah. As we already announced, we want push-ups. Yes, I know. Okay, so I'll first show a ladies version, then one for the gentlemen, and the third one is for gentlemen who think they would like to work a little bit more. Okay, ladies, please stick to this version and always repeat it when we do like the others, if you can. Yeah, so from your knees, legs together, knees to your head is a diagonal line. My elbows are relaxed, and I'm not aiming for going low, I'm aiming for being long and for having my fountain, so meaning sit bones, navel, the center core, really strong, not holding it like this, lengthening continuously. Yes, and then it's a lot easier. Okay, just notice if you are really in the center, meaning visualize your center line, making sure that there is equal weight on each arm. Actually, and with this fountain and your arms here, it's not this, it's lengthen and lengthen. Not back, lengthen from your back as well, ribs together, okay? And this is where your strength comes from, and then it should be holding itself almost, okay? And make sure you're long behind your neck. Gentlemen, exactly the same thing. Little toes in line with your little fingers, diagonal line, relax elbows, and then we just relax them a little bit more, sit bones head, and again, lengthen, and one more time, and relaxing. And you can always relax your back, obviously, and have your blood then flowing back, or whatever your body wants. Mine always wants having the blood flowing back. Okay, so from here, for all the gentlemen who think they want a little bit more, from here, lengthen one leg, and lengthen one leg, and lengthen one leg, lengthen, meaning the majority of the energy goes through the fountain, through your upper body, but a little bit through one of the heels, so it lengthens and holds your leg automatically, because you've got energy flowing in two different directions, and when you find the right dosification, it holds itself up. Okay? Good. Right. This is next. The mermaid. Okay. So, little fingers in line with your elbows, hips and heels, and crossing over. And by the way, if you need a little break and you just want to relax your back, do that please. I'm just surprised they didn't want that. Okay, so you can either, it's the same principle, sit bones head, so there should be not really weight here on your elbow, and you can either do it here or here. So whatever is appealing to you, lengthening and relaxing. One more time, and lengthen. I always like to do 3 times. Visualize your butt forwards because it likes to stay back. One more time, and lengthening. Make sure you're lengthening, energy through, and lowering. Okay, you can also do it on your arm. Just make sure your fingers look this way, because then when you bend your elbow, there's no harm. Here there would be, right? Okay, so same procedure. You could either go from your knees to your head, lengthening, just make sure you lengthen, you're not staying back. Or you can go here, yeah, lengthening. Not on your hand, but here. I'm sure you can see the difference. And then bend, but keep up the fountain. Right, okay, 2 more. Lengthening, up. Keep lengthening, elbow relaxed. Okay, 1 more time. And lengthening, up, and release. Okay, if you like, you're up for a little experiment, and you feel safe in that position, you can lengthen your leg a little bit. And lower, okay? Just to see whether from your core the energy goes in all directions and holds you up. And of course, you've got to be not sliding on your foot. Let's see. Just feels a little weird. Yeah, lengthening, lengthening, and releasing. Yeah. I did not feel too safe on my foot, and just make sure that, because you may be like feeling like you're hanging in there, and if you feel like that, you know, stop it. It's just seeing how much of the energy we can just distribute in all directions, okay? So that's just a game. Little finger in line with your elbow, hips and heels, crossing over. Now, from your knees to your head, here you are, or here, lengthen. Don't hold, lengthen. Okay, now breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening, lengthening, and releasing. Right, one more time, breathing in, and on the out breath, lengthening, and lowering. Okay, now, other position. Always make sure that you're really in one line. Let's see, breathing in, diagonal, or here. And releasing, breathing in. And on the out breath, lengthening, and releasing. One more time. And lengthening, up. Always make sure that your arm is a little bit forwards actually, because if it's not, you can easily arch your back. Very, what is it? A temptation, yes. Is this really temptational, or what do you say? Okay, so from here. Okay, so last one, if you like. Let's see how it works on this side. With my current state here, and then the foot, well, foot seems actually working better than the other one, yeah. Can you see that? So it's really more, you know, I felt a lot more comfortable and therefore confident. So make sure, yeah, you feel like that as well. Okay, relaxing. Relaxing. If your body does something peculiar like mine now and it feels good, allow it to do that, okay? So from here, little toes in line with the hips and muscle line, hands behind your head, and now we're doing the abs technique, breathing in. On the out breath, from your sit bones to your head, coming up in the biggest possible circle. Now, from your pubic bone, lengthening, and of course that also lengthens the back, lowering. And if you feel a little tension in your upper back or neck, just make sure, apart from the length, it's like your chin a little bit coming to your chest, that you push with your head against your hand and lengthen. And then this should be really relaxed, okay? If not, stop. Okay, so next one, sit bones head coming up again, navel in, and we do a little bit of abs. So 90 degrees, hip wide open, and energy flowing through your heels. My toes are relaxed, navel's in, of course the fountain's very active, and then energy through the heels. You just visualize that and relax. It's not about holding, it's about visualizing the energies from the center outwards, okay? So whenever it doesn't work anymore, relax. If it only works for a second, that's when you start, fine. Breathing in, sit bones head, lengthening, navel in, and legs up, energy through the heels, navel in. Now, same thing, or if you like, these are my feet now. I or the heels stay where they are, and you just move the balls of your feet. Well, you move the feet, but your heels stay. And if you send enough energy through your heels, navel goes in, then it holds itself up, right? And you notice how the diagonal abs are working. And it's always the side where the balls of your feet or your toes point towards. So if they point towards right, it's the right side, and the other way around. Okay, so from here, breathing out, breathing in, coming up, and we repeat that same position, but this time with long feet. So now you imagine a vertical line, and you tap onto the floor. Navel in, navel in, navel in, navel in. Yes, so with one leg. You don't have to do so many. If you start, like do one, or do the position and start again, yeah? You can start 10 times, it's fine. Sit bones head. The important thing is not to do a big quantity, but to have the quality. So the alignment is the most important thing. Right muscle coordination. Now you can also do it with both. Right? Like this. Up, up, up. But stick to one if that's too much, because it's not helpful if your navel is coming out. Okay? Always relax a bit, whatever you need. If you need to shake a little bit more, fine. So, sit bones towards your head, lengthening. And now this time, we go up to 90 degrees, and you are not expected to be able to do this. You can, from your sit bones to your heels, be here or here. That's also fine, right? So it's lengthening, energy through the upper body, and lengthening here, navel in. Now from here, just relax, and then from the same position, when we repeat this, now that we've found the energy flow, and then we do a little reaffirmation of the upper thighs. So from here, or wherever you are, here is mine, same thing. Now, your heels stick together, and you just open your big toes and relax. And just open, navel in, and turn. And again, open, navel in, and coming back, and open. So it's the length, yes, you keep the length, and you just turn. Yeah, heels together. And your upper, well, the rest of your feet separates. I think you can see it. And lengthen. And of course, this is the same thing. Okay, just relax. And what else? Yeah, they want us to stretch the legs. That's what I saw, okay? But is there anything else you want me to do here? Yes, okay, one more. Okay, so sit bones to your head coming up, navel in. Coming up here, and now if you're thinking from your sit bones, navel, yes, from the center, you can slightly turn your legs both together, but it's not about lifting here. See that? Has to stay on the floor, not off. Yeah, so here, navel in, length, feel the length, and then it's a very small movement, and the idea is to really have it long and long in both directions, and then subtle movement, maximum length, maximum strength, which actually is something that the muscles can't do. They always prefer to have one of those two, but you can do it in a different way. Okay, so next, sit bones head coming up, we do the leg exercise, which I will be doing in this position, but not as high, but lengthening here, and taking one arm to one leg, and then sliding it out, lengthening, and the great thing is I can pull it in a little bit more and have more stretch here, yes, which I really need to get my contractions out. So they've shown me that last time. Coming up, of course, you can bend your legs. So I'm doing that, little foot massage 4 times, other leg. I'll show you another version in a moment, right? And then my leg comes up, bend, as well as, lengthened, and then you lengthen the leg and you lengthen the upper body, little toe in line with your hips or muscle line, whatever is the longest, the most outwards, reference point. Now energy through your knee while you're coming in. So it's not like pulling it in to your hip, which is not helpful, but thinking the energy out, and that keeps the freedom here. And then going up again, lengthening, and not in, but up, and lengthen. And then there's a little space in the hip, which is very good. If you are new, put your feet down, little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, arms as well, head down, and slide out the leg, and it can be bent, of course, and up. Yes, of course. Fountain always on the go. Yes, bend in and out 4 times. Second version, leg up, wherever it is, fine. Sit bone heel is your reference. Now lengthening the upper body as well as your leg, and only lengthen until your line, heel, sit bone, so it's not on the floor. Energy through the knee, and then up again. I'm just doing it a little faster, lengthening it. But doing it that fast would not serve you now. Okay, so please do it slowly so you can really feel what you're doing. Okay, so I get back to my version, and we're doing it together. Here we go. Sliding out, so 4 times, and really feel. And I also like to close my eyes sometimes. In, lengthening. Okay. Sliding out, foot massage, lengthening your upper body, lengthening your leg, and one more. Lengthening. Bending in and changing. Lengthening. Up. And lengthening. Navel in. And 2 more. Sliding out. And last one. Changing over, leg into the air, whatever you can do, and then lengthening the leg and lengthening the upper body, lowering until the sit bone heel line, bending, energy through the knee, and also repeating 3 times, lengthening, and in. Now we've got 2 more. You'll see that your little toe is in line with your reference point, outer point. And 1 more. And lengthen, really feel this connection from your sit bone to your heel, lengthening and bending it. Okay, other leg and lengthen. And we've got 2 more. Lengthening. last one. I always feel a lot of tranquility when I'm doing leg exercises. I don't know about you, let me know. Okay, just relaxing. Just relaxing. And yes, the guides say, that's it. Well done. Well done. Okay, there was something tense. Massage, if you notice that, right? Okay. So, thank you very, very much for your time and for participating in today's class. And of course, if you didn't hit the subscribe button still, please help me. We know this YouTube game. And also, there is a daily dose from the guides on Instagram at Heike Dance. And they also do weekly energy updates, weather forecasts. If you're interested in those, it's YouTube Heike Baptist. So, thank you very, very much. Have a beautiful week and lots of love until the next workout.